Nearly 48 hours into the first ceasefire of 2018 here in Baltimore. In a city already plagued by more than 24 homicides so far this year, activists are pleading for just 72 hours of peace. WJZ Live tonight at City Police Headquarters, Devin Bartolotta has a look at some of the outreach efforts to try and keep things calm. Devin.
Jonathan, nearly 2 days into this ceasefire, and so far, all quiet. Baltimore police have not released any reports of homicides citywide, and activists hope it stays that way. It's a desperate plea to stop the bloodshed in Baltimore. The third citizen-driven ceasefire weekend now underway.
It didn't start way up here on the throne of city government. It started right here where people live, talking to each other.
Neighbor to neighbor, survivor to victim.
Here on July 3rd, Ronnie Banks, 56-year-old man, died.
Marching from St. James Episcopal Church through Baltimore's most war-torn neighborhoods to remember the dead.
I particularly wanted to remember victims of gun violence by honoring them through going to the sites where they had died and honoring them by name so their names are not forgotten.
This isn't the first campaign to end the violence. A ceasefire in August of last year ended just 41 hours in. And in November, another plea for peace silenced by the killing of a D.C. cop. In all, 343 people were murdered in Baltimore last year. 26 lives have been taken so far in 2018. Two of them, Sean Dyer and his newlywed bride, Micaiah. Their car peppered with bullets on Division Street just 23 days into the new year.
Most of his gunshot wounds are all in his back. Because he laid over top of her to protect her.
Cease! Cease!
Now yet another desperate plea to put down the guns.
Young black African Americans, we got to come together and stop hating on one another, stop wanting to see somebody under you and come together and we're going to build.
Taking first steps toward a more peaceful Baltimore. Now, if this were successful, this would not be the first homicide-free weekend this year. There were no killings in Baltimore between January 13th and 18th. Jonathan, back to you.
Devin, thanks so much. This weekend ceasefire ends tomorrow at midnight.